The Springfield City Council voted in favor of a proposal to raise the age of purchasing products containing nicotine from 18 to 21. We're outside of the Greene County Health Department today, where we spoke to Kara Irwin about what's next for the enforcement of this bill. Here's a copy of a restraining order filed against Tom Baker last week. These papers show repeated incidents of inappropriate behavior towards Baker's neighbor. Baker has yet to comment on these claims. Springfield Public Schools is kicking off the start to their new school year. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, many students haven't been in a classroom setting since the spring semester. Changes will be taking place beginning with the mask mandate. Masks are to be worn in person and on the school bus for the 2020 school year. John Strope, lead pastor of Freeway Ministries, knows firsthand how it feels to be a recovering addict.
I was scared of church people, terrified. I had no idea. I got saved reading the Bible in a prison cell. There's also a stigma from church people. So when we integrate them and plug them into a local church, it breaks down those walls.
Freeway Ministries' recent expansion to Riverstone Fellowship is providing new outlets for people struggling with addiction through the comfort of their own church.
For somebody coming to Riverstone, just as a personal application, for us, that message to them would be that we're going to receive them no matter what their condition is.
In light of the 20 overdoses and 2 deaths within the past 48 hours in Greene County, Freeway Ministries says they recognize the need for recovery programs and that their doors are always open.
There are so many different resources in the church. There's the manpower, there's the financial help, there's people, and there's jobs. And so what I want to do is equip the local church to do what Christ called them to do and be the hands and feet.
Accidental drug overdose is currently the leading cause of death for people under 50. Freeway Ministries is hoping to create a model that any church can follow to help those struggling with addiction. For Ozarks News Brief, I'm Madison Horner. David and Heather, the Springfield City Council voted in favor of a proposal to raise the age of purchasing products containing nicotine from 18 to 21. We're outside of the Greene County Health Department today, where we spoke to Kara Irwin about what's next for the enforcement of this bill. The Greene County Health Department says their goal is to provide adequate time to educate and create awareness around the new ordinance before any tickets are issued.
We're going to spend the next 60 days educating retailers and consumers about the new ordinance. And then in 60 days, we will begin enforcement, which involves doing checks of area retailers to ensure that they are properly enforcing the ordinance.
Retail locations such as Casey's General Store is one of many that will have to enforce this new ordinance. Store clerk Skylar Butler says the biggest task will be to watch out more for people that they don't know as well.
Generally like 18 to 20-year-olds just coming in trying to get their jewels or their swishers, you know. I just kind of like watch a little more. I have to ID a lot because we're getting people that we don't know anymore.
With the enforcement of Tobacco 21, researchers say they estimate a 25% decrease of smoking in 15 to 17-year-olds and a 15% decrease of smoking in 18 to 20-year-olds. Mother and daughter duo Christy and Laura Yoakum had the opportunity to bond at the Discovery Center.
This morning while we were at home getting ready to come to the workshop, she was like, "Oh, I'm really glad they do these duo workshops and we get to do those together." So I think that's fun.
Families filled the center as they learned step by step to make their own stop motion film with Legos.
She loves Legos and building robots, and she loves science experiments and doing a lot of different STEM type projects.
Today's minifigure workshop gives children the opportunity to participate in STEM related projects, realizing that STEM isn't only educational, but that it can be fun too.
Traditionally, our things have been things like robotics, dissections, and that's not everyone's jam, but there's more to STEM to that.
Hunter Bartelt, the Discovery Center's STEM educator, says he hopes kids will come with an open mind to these workshops.
In general, I think these events are super important for kids and families because as you saw, everyone was having a great time and bonding with each other, and it allows an opportunity for both of them to learn and grow because I bet, the parents learn just as much as the kids about animation today.
Bartelt says the best way to get kids into STEM is to offer a more diverse range of projects and the freedom to create. For Ozarks News Brief, I'm Madison Horner.